Opened in 2001, it lies on the same site and retains the name of the city's beloved former stadium. We're here at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Up next, it's our main event between the Seattle Seahawks and the Denver Broncos.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Michael Dixon with the honor of getting us started. And off we go from Denver. Well into the end zone. He's going to bring this out. And his choice to leave that end zone going to cost him a chunk here. He's out shy of that 25-yard line. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Nix from the gun. Left side now, caught by Sutton. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Now Nix on 3rd down. It's a big strike downfield to Samuel. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it's going to be 1st down Denver.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
That's the kind of run that shows he's trying to take some stress off the passing game to provide big plays. What a great help to that side of an offense when the ground game can deliver chunk plays too.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Nix with it on 1st. Throw right side is caught by Samuel. He's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chain. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking inside the red zone. And they're going to score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos start the game off right with a 6-0 lead. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. All right, partner, 1 drive in, and we can say it's this guy's been perfect. 4 passes, no incompletions, and that touchdown to end it.
And you and I both know that incompletion will come eventually. Might not arrive for a while, man. That offense was humming on an opening drive, and they can't wait for their second bite.
Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Could have been 7 if they'd tried the point after, but instead, they only call on him to boot this away. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
Ready! 60 Bobcats! Ready!
Off the play fake, Milrow. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Come on. 19 Tiger. Warriors 70. 79 Bronco. Dragon 60.
Running back sent in motion. Milrow throwing again now on second down. On target here to Njoku. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. They get 27 on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Here's Milrow, 1st and 10. Has the hook up again to Njoku. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
First and goal, they're hoping for an opening drive touchdown.
Panther 60. Let's go. Check, Panther.
They run. Here's the rookie from Georgia Tech. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Law sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. He gets it again. And his defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. He'll get a couple, and now they face 3rd and goal from the 6.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's a gain of 3. Now they need to come up with 4 here on 4th and goal.
This front, well, they've done a good job bending and not breaking. 1st down, didn't score. 2nd down, didn't score. And now 3rd and goal, can't find the end zone either.
Oh, well, Brock, they're giving him a 4th and final chance. And they stop him. No touchdown, no 1st down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
It's a turnover.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
You know, that kind of gain may not take a safety out of the picture on the next play, but at least you won't have half your guys standing in the end zone on the next snap. That was a valuable little run right there.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Going run again with McCaffrey. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that's good for a Broncos 1st down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. New set of downs for them. The Sharks at the 38. Nix, quick out wide, complete. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Let's see what they went with. Third down. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. Nice seam in the defense as he crosses the 45. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Captain. Olay.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. He steps in front and picks it off. Looked like he missed the spot there, partner. Maybe because he threw it on the run?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case, Kate. You know, you get set in the pocket. This game is fast anyway. Things are flying, but once you get on the run, it is a whole nother speed and really becomes advantage defense as they take it away.
Buffalo 18. Gridiron.
First down throw here from Milrow. Ooh, on him quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
60 Eagles. 18, Pioneer. 60 Maverick. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
From the gun, Milrow. That one going to go against the D. So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
Let's go. Cougar 19. Cougar 19. Ready?
Running it after the penalty. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run. First give to Zach Charbonnet. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Riley Moss with that tackle. Denver calls the 2nd of its 3 timeouts. They're down to their final 1 in this half.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Milrow throwing on 3rd down. He finds Njoku, complete. All the way, touchdown Seattle! The Seahawks tie and can take the lead here in the 2nd. David Njoku, the touchdown. Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. So before we get an attempt, there's contact up front. Will it make this field goal easier or harder? All right, so with the penalty, a chance to go for 2 from the 1, or they could elect to try a shorter kick. So before we get an attempt, there's contact up front. Will it make this field goal easier or harder? He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. Moved up considerably, and the penalty makes this little more than a chip shot. That kick a whole lot easier after that penalty, right? And he sent it through.
Seahawks 7, Broncos 6. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Return starts from the goal line. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
On the return, the Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. They're down to their final one in this half. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Knicks now on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 28-yard line.
QB keeps the 2nd down option. Decided to keep it, but couldn't escape the pressure there. And they catch it behind the line. Now we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More from Mile High in just a moment. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
Ready? Captain. Away. Joe. Bombers.
Shotgun snap to Nix. He puts some juice. Big gain downfield. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. This play goes for 36. And it's going to be 1st down Denver.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes. And what a difference it can make for an offense.
And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on 1st down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
They send it out wide to Samuel. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos get some late points and the lead. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. So after thinking it over, these guys lining up for 2. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Defense had a chance to scheme it up, now lined up to defend this try.
The Broncos will...
Nick's going to try and throw for it. And the pass is caught. Tack 2 more onto the score. 2 touchdowns, gone for 2 both times now. Seems like they're content just kind of leaving the kicker on the sideline and staying aggressive after each touchdown.
And you know what it reminds me of, Kate? And you call a lot of basketball as well. The college basketball game, it's all analytics. It's all threes or dunks, right? The 2-point jump shot, it is gone. And this team right now is just going for the jugular, saying, nah, I don't need to kick a 1-pointer. Let me just try that thing from extra deep, that 3-point land. And 50%, so that's just as good as 2 for 2 with the kicker.
At their own 16-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10.
Right there, hurt. Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 79 Broncos.
Milrow now to throw. And this one is launched downfield. They connect on the deep shot. And this is across midfield and into enemy territory.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start the read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were. And the QB just nailed it.
Milrow with it on 1st. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Dragon 60. 60 by 19 tight. 19 tight. Check mash. Let's go.
To the air, Milrow. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. First time this game they've looked to him. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Buffalo 18. Panther 60. Hurt.
They'll motion him out of the backfield.
Ready.
3rd and long for him here. Taking a chance to the end zone. And the defender comes away with it. Picked off Brandon Jones.
Our coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Joe. Bombers. Olay. Captain. Joe.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Escapes the pocket. And that's going to be close to an outright disaster, Brock, because he winds up losing a ton of yards on the play. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. He fields it from the 8. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Here's a toss running left. And it looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Hand off to the back. And he's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
They've got first down here from the 36. Straight ahead with Charbonnet. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Man in motion here. Milroe from the gun. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Tag! Hawk 70, Hawk 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Go street.
Shotgun now for Milroe. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Okay, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number 1, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
So after the sack, quite the situation they find themselves in. Here comes 2nd and 22.
Dragon 60.
They kick the running back in motion.
Ready.
Throwing here, Milroe. Connects on the crosser. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Bison, 79 Broncos. Trap 60, trap 60.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Here's Milroe to throw. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Kate, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
2nd and 10. Milroe to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Here we go, set. Press all leading. 19 right. 18, 5 in.
Now motion him out of the backfield. Here he goes, third and long. And the streak continues. Another one hits the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that brings up fourth and long.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second. And incompletion is still pretty good, too.
And on 4th and 10, they aren't moving. They're going for this.
Ready.
He'll throw it. Into a crowd, and that pass is intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have it after his second interception of the season. All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Bails out of the pocket quick. This one will be intercepted. That is Nick Emanwari. And the Seahawks get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
You know what? With yet another interception, you know what it might be time to do, Kate? Just run the football. Run it.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Trying the right side. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Back-to-back carries here. He finds a little opening, but not much. Picked up about 4 on second down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Here we go.
Throwing now, Milrow. This one's caught. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Trying to push this past the bunker. And forget this first down. He's made as he got to the line. They're not going to get this. This is a turnover on downs. So after that, we'll change the ends of the field and change offenses. They'll take over when we begin the 4th. It's the Broncos with the ball, trying to close out what would currently be a win. First call here coming from the shotgun. Oops, getting to stretch his legs a little bit here. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4. A dose of the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Nix from the gun. Escapes out to the left. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it.
I think I got the same thought bubble as all the fans in the stands with that one. You just got to tuck it. Don't try to force the issue. You're out there in the open space. Put your head down and go get the first.
That one finds his man, Ingram. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
On the toss, it's McCaffrey. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Nick's quick out wide, complete. Trying to beat him with a quick pass, but not quick enough. That winds up as a loss.
A loss of a yard. It's now third
and long for Nix. Now set up the screen to McCaffrey. And some excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
On the counter, McCaffrey. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. All right, here we go. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
Nix holds on to it. Big trouble now, and the ball is out. And the Seahawks have it. And he's going to return this to the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks now trail by just a point in the fourth. I think they would have happily just taken the turnover, Brock, but how about the wherewithal of the defender to take it back for the score?
Yeah, that is a scoop and score in the definition of a splash play defensively. You don't just rip possession away from the offense, kind of rip their heart out, too. You rip possession, you turn it into points, and now that beleaguered offense is going to have to get right back on the field.
And no connection on the two-point try. It fails. Really seemed like they were trying to get as much momentum as possible out of that series of events, didn't it? Big play like a fumble return, Brock. They wanted to add another big moment with that two-point try.
Yeah, I don't mind that at all, even if they did fail. Kind of like a big play we see all the time, right? The offense will get right back to the line. Don't let that defense breathe. I don't mind it, even if the execution wasn't there.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. From the gun, McCaffrey. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
2 yards.
Here's Nix to throw. Escapes the pocket. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Captain.
He's back to throw. That's when he caught by his back. McCaffrey. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 8.
Offense in the hurry up here.
First down. First and 10.
Throwing on 1st down. Nix. Lasers this one deep down the middle. Brought in inside the 20. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos grow the lead to 7. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. So this would potentially ice the game right here. They're going for 2 and trying to make it a 2-possession game. And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late. Well, Brock, they wanted the 2-score lead, and they got it. And now, I think it becomes a little bit easier to defend the lead in this second half.
It does. You know you're not such in a fragile situation. You got a little bit of cushion, but that attention to detail. Defensively, you cannot step off the gas. You cannot lose focus, but you sure do love looking up at that scoreboard and seeing a 2-possession lead.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. To throw. Here's Milrow. He puts him there under this one, right side. Tried to float that one in, and defender's there for the interception. Riley Moss with the pick. And the Broncos will take over as he reports his first interception of our season.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And no, you're not seeing things wrong, folks. They are... Oh, we knew it could happen here. It's a fake! And the defense sees right through those smoke and mirrors and take him to the turn.
And nothing random about this call. Either they got the outcome in practice or saw something in the game film that convinced them this call could work. That's called a gross miscalculation on their end, and it cost them dearly.
Need to shake off that sack and quick. Here comes 2nd and 13. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Down and 13.
Joe. Almost set.
There's the fake. Here's Nix. Flushed out now to his left. On the left side. And that nice catch not going to translate into a new set of downs just yet. The stop is made in time to make it 4th and short.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Not sure what possessed them to do this. It looks like they're lining up to punt. And here we go. It's another fake. And they pull it off. He gets them the first before being stopped.
That's just a great job by the special teams unit to see an opportunity and go take advantage of it, get another set of downs. And really the key to all of that, Kate, is you got to sell it. And they do. They sell it beautifully. Defense not prepared for it at all.
No, you're not seeing things incorrectly, folks. You do not. And we've seen this before. It's a fake. And the fake punt leads all the way to the end zone. Touchdown. Stunning, Brock. Absolutely stunning to call that to begin with. Just to attempt that fake. But the result, wow. I am equally stunned to see them take it all the way in for 6.
I love it, Kate. What a call. I mean, what an absolutely great call. By the time the defenders at the line could blink, he was up and he was...
Oh, and they fake it. And right back into the end zone he goes. So one play, it's a touchdown. Then the next for 2, and he's extended their lead. That is their 3rd conversion this game. They haven't been shy on the confidence to go for it or to back it up once it's snapped.
I love that word, confidence. And I love being in a huddle and you can feel it. When you're on offense that feels like you can't be stopped, you can't wait to say, ready, right. No matter what the situation or circumstance is, in 3 conversions, that's job well done.
And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. And that penalty is going to go ahead and put them right back where they started. It's 1st and 10 again. Here's the handoff. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
2nd and 7.
Ready?
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Come on.
Motioning one of the tight ends.
60 Bison. Ready?
On 2nd down, a run with Charbonnet. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st and 3. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Now 4 seconds left. We've got a timeout. Not that the final play is going to change the outcome, but we will get one more snap. All right, one more snap to play here. On first down, this is Charbonnet. And he stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's second down. So it's a win for the Broncos. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL.